Hey crafty darlings, it's April Storm Paper Studio here, and I am back to create a tutorial on a gatefold. So welcome to my channel. I have a little template here to show you. This is what we're going to be making. It's an undecorated template. So you've got your gate right here, your gatefold. Oh, I got some orange flavoring on my finger there. So inside you have this really cool little pocket that is shaped like the top of your gatefold. It's really, really cute. And then you can tuck in your ephemera. And then you're going to glue, well, you can leave it as a traveling pocket, or you can mount it to your page by gluing the bottom half to your page and leaving room to slide your little closure up and down there. See? So it could be mounted to the page and you could just pull it off there, just like so. Now, how did I make this little template? Well, I took a page that was 8.5 by 11 and I cut it down to 10 instead of 11. I took an inch off. For this today, I'm going to make it even smaller because this barely fits. It's 5 inches across and it barely fits inside of my journal. So we're going to cut it down to 8. That way it's going to be 4. And what I decided that I was going to do, instead of making mats for the gatefold, I decided to print 2 of Natalie at Line Dot Arrow's beautiful Blue Memories Part 2 kit pages. This is one of the pages, this is one of the other pages, and I printed on each side on cardstock. That way the inside is going to look like this, and then on the gatefold it's going to look like that. Isn't that pretty? And then I don't have to worry about creating mats to give it some pop of color. So what we're going to do, first thing, is cut down the sides. Now you make yours as wide as you would like. This is 4 inches across, and I cut it at 10. 5 inches across. I'm so sorry, 5 inches across, see? So, and I cut the page at 10. What you want to do is whatever size you want the end product to be, double that size and cut your page down to that size, okay? So I want a 4 inch across, so I'm going to cut this to 8. I'm going to cut the length to 8. It's going to make it small, but it's going to be so cute. And then that leaves us, that'd make a beautiful tag, or just something to play with. All right, so we got that. Now, what I did here, I took a circle. Oh wait, I'm skipping ahead. All right, the next thing you're going to do is find your center. So we know that this is 8 across, so we're going to find 4 and mark it. Let me get my pencil. Here you are. Okay, so we got 8, we need 4, let's mark it. Okay, I also, just FYI, when I chose the papers to print on, I chose non-directional ones. So make sure you do that. It doesn't matter which direction I turn this, the pattern is the same. Okay, so now we have our 4 mark, and what you're going to want to do is fold each side to that 4 mark, but you want to make sure that you are not overlapping each side, okay? Fold it to where they just come together, like a door, but they're not overlapping. Okay, so my door is just a tad bit wonky at the bottom. Let's fix that. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to fold up. This is going to make our pocket here. So let's see, I folded that up at, I forgot. It looks as though I did 3 inches, so I'm going to do 2 inches. I'm going to fold up 2 inches there. Or, I don't know, maybe I should stick to the 3. Let's play around with it and see. So if I go to 3, it's going to be Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fold it at 3. Okay, so now you have your pocket there. The next thing you're going to want to do is take a circle that's a little bit larger than your project, okay? Lay it right over top in equal spacing on each side. You know, just eyeball it, or you can measure it. Just do the very best that you can with your measuring. And we're going to take a pencil. Make sure you leave just a tad bit of room at the top so that you're rounding that top as well. Now, just draw your circle there. I'm using my magnifying glass. It works perfectly. Okay, now that you have that, now you're going to cut it, okay? So, now you've got your gatefold top. Now, we're going to do this again, only we need a smaller circle. We need, right here where this is folded, you're going to want to put your circle down there. Right there at the fold. And you're going to want to draw, again, just like how I've done this here, you're going to draw your circle again. So you're just going to make your circle on out at the bottom there. Leave room to be able to put your pockets. You know, you want enough room in there. I cut this one just a little too shallow, in my opinion. So I'm going to bring it up some, about like that right there. Now we're going to cut these flaps off right here, so that part doesn't matter. So just cut your little shape. Now I got to decide if that is going to be a deep enough pocket. I think so. So what we're going to do here, cut off your flaps. Right there where they're folded, right there, you're going to cut that off. And then we'll cut into our circle. And then you've got little pieces that you can save and use in your journal. Nothing in junk journal world is ever trash. We keep it, we use it, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so that's going to be our pocket there. We just got to make sure that it's going to be, oh, we got a little bit of a wonky door here. Let's fix that real quick. Okay. All right, now let's cut our circle. Oh no, I went in the wrong direction and I bet everybody was watching me do that. Okay. I totally went in the wrong direction with that circle. I most certainly did. But it's still salvageable because we'll just have a different style of pocket than we have here. So this turned out a little wonky, so we're going to fix the wonk. And we are not going to worry about the misdirection of the pocket. If you wanted yours in that nice little moon shape, then just go opposite of what I just did. Yep. Way to go, girl. Way to go. All right. So let me fix my pocket here. It's needing some help. Everything went together so perfectly when I was creating my template. Get yourself on camera and there you go. But it's still so cute, even with the wrong direction. I love it. Now, you've got your little gatefold opening. It's so cute. Really bugging me. It didn't line out just right. Why? Okay, we'll just cut that little corner and that'll fix it. Just cut that little corner. Do what you got to do. That's my motto. Do what you got to do. Okay, now that is just adorable. And as you can see, it's a little bit different, but this is at 4 inches. So we've got a 5-inch and a 4-inch for you to choose from. And we have 2 styles of pockets. We've got the moon style, and then we've got the double moon style. So now we need to make our little band that goes around. I'm going to use brown. I really enjoy brown. I love that color. It looks so beautiful with blue. And I have this in my journal that I'm working on, that this is going to fit so beautifully down in. So I've got a strip here. It's about 8.5 inches long, and it is about, not quite at, but almost an inch wide. Now, the length is going to determine on how large you made your, oh, this may not, oh, it's just going to fit, but it'll still fit. Okay, so you will probably want a longer one. If you do a 3 or 4 inch like I just did, you're probably going to want it closer to 9 or 10 inches long, okay? Width, that's totally just a style choice. I'm going to stick with the 1 inch. And you're going to flip it over and get it wrapped around there as your closure and glue it together. Now, you don't have to make a closure like this. You could put 2 little circles at the front and make a little tie there. You could put some eyelets through and tie it closed. That would be really cute too. I like the simplicity of this, so I wanted to go with it, and my glue's not cooperating. I'm using Fabri-Tac because Fabri-Tac dries fast. It holds things together so well. I'm like Terry at Sweet Pea Papers. I use it for everything. That's what she said in one of her videos. I use it for everything. Same here. Oh, I keep moving it. We'll give that a moment to dry while we get some ephemera situated. Now what we're going to want to do is put some goodies inside there. And I want to put this Belgium on the front there. Oh, it just looks so cute. I love it. I love it. It's not really holding together as tightly as I want it. So let me do some super pressing. Okay, that's better. Now, do we want to put anything under there? Maybe a little something, something. Oh, I love that lace. It's so pretty. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? Oh my. Oh my. Yes. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm really having some trouble out of my glue. I apologize. I didn't stick a pin down in it, so it's totally my fault. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so let's get this inked. You'll have to watch. Now, oh, that is so adorable. I love it. All right. Now, of course, we need to ink this. Now, we have these gorgeous tea cards that I absolutely adore. I want to sew all this as well. I haven't glued down that pocket yet because I want to sew, but these are just beautiful. Oh, Natalie's kits, just, they are designed to impress. Now, there's a Blue Memories Part 1 kit in Natalie's Etsy shop, and oh, it's stunning as well. You could actually print it off and add it to part 2 and just have a mega amount of beauty to create with this month. Now this gatefold is a challenge by Cheryl Garris, and she made an example. It was just absolutely gorgeous, and that's what we're doing. And Natalie created some freebies to go with this challenge, some free digitals. They are beautiful. If you go to Facebook and become a member of her group, they'll be in there for free. And she set a challenge with those as well, creating journal cards and tags. So we are decorating some journal cards and tags right now, and we are making the gatefold. So we're kind of tackling that all in one. Of course, that's not the only journal cards and tags I'm going to be decorating, but we're getting it all in. I'm behind. Week 3 has started. It's come out, and I'm catching up on week 2. I'll speed this up so you don't have to watch all this in real time. Gorgeous. All right. Now, uh-oh. Take off our closure there. And these are going to tuck right in there when I glue the pocket down. Oh, how beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Can you imagine life without butterflies? I can't, and I don't want to. I definitely like this pocket better because you can see more of the cards. See how these look inside of here. I'll show you. See, you can see way more of the beauty. But we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. Now, let's decorate up this tag. Let me see if I have a tag that's... Now, I like that better as far as the way the colors are laid out. And we have some ephemera bits here as well. So let's... Oh, and look at this cabinet card. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, wow. It's going to look so pretty in there. Can't really see it, can you? I really like that. Okay, so let's come up with some cool bits to really make this pop. I've got a little piece of blue. I need more. No, that doesn't really resonate with me. Let's see here. We got some sari silk that we could go under the clock. It needs to be ironed. Let's see. We'll make a double pocket. Or layered pocket, I mean, a layered pocket tag. Let's see what we got here that we can pull off. Let's make a pocket within the tag. That would be really cute. And then decorate it. I was thinking more along the lines of some ripped strips to go on the bottom there. There's some music paper with a perfect little edge already ready to rock and roll. All right. Let's do that. Where did my mark go? There it is. Is that the mark? Not sure why I can't see it. There's the mark. And I'm actually going to do it this way so that it's turned the right way. Okay. And then We could do this and have 2 pockets. Something, you know, that could tuck right down in here, and then the tag go right down in there. I really like that. Okay, we'll go with that. Let's ink it up. This paper's a tad flimsy, but I really don't want to bulk up the tag any more than it's already going to be, so we're going to roll with it. This poor finger always gets every bit of the ink all over it. I have a brown finger by the time I'm finished with anything. Alright, let's add some glue. And oh wait, I gotta glue this other one down first. Let's do that right quick. Fabri-Tac dries quickly, so you don't have a whole lot of time. Oh, we made it. We made it. Okay, so we got a cute little layered tag here. And now we've got to make this pop. I'm going to use a piece of sari silk to go behind that clock. I think it'll be the perfect touch. We don't have time to iron, so we're going to go with it and lean on the glue to spread it out and keep it that way. And I'm really digging it. I really dig it. Yes, that's what we need, honey. We're cooking with grease now. I like that. All right. Now, let's lean into this glue to help us out. Looks like I'm putting a lot, but I'm not. I'm just barely squeezing and just kind of spreading it out. We've already got it inked, so we'll get it down. I'm trying to center it as best as we can. That is so cute. Super, super, super cute. All right. Trying to decide if I like that little flare, if I want to cut it down a little bit, just because it keeps covering up the clock. Much better. Okay. Now, let's get our crocodile out. This is one thing as a beginner crafter that you want to invest in. And getting one of these, and also getting the one that's called Crocodile Big Bite, it's really and truly a game changer. And I know that word is overused, but what else are you going to say? It is what it is. Let's use a little tiny eyelet here. It's so cute. These little ones are hard to handle, especially when you have long nails like I do. So I'm going to use my awl to help me out here. Now, let's set this eyelet. So cute. Uh-oh. Well, that just split right down, didn't it? But it's okay. No mistakes. We just roll with it. Now, let's see if I got a little bit of string we can put through there. Let's see. I got some pretty blue. We also have twine. And let's see. We've got this light blue. And we've got the navy. I'm leaning on navy. All right, let's get that string through and give it a little bit of something, something. That looks about right. This awl serves so many purposes for me besides just punching holes. I use it for all kind of things. That's another purchase that is really important. Now you could use a thumbtack to poke your holes until you get one, and it works great. But your awl is so strong, and there's so many other little purposes, as you've seen in this video, that I use it for. Now that's just adorable. All right. Now let's see how this is looking in there. Well, it's looking fantastic. Fantastic. Yes, yes, yes. We'll pop that in there. And we got all kinds of goodies. Now, we can decorate our flaps. We can put some things in our flaps, or we could just let these beautiful colors shine for themselves. And that's what I opt for, because I think it just speaks for itself. Yeah, we're just going to leave it alone. Stuff will be falling out, and I don't want that. So we'll just go ahead with what we have. All right. All right. Let's put some beauties in.
How much is my payment, do you know?
I have no idea.
£1 grand. Nope.
Whoops, upside down. Okay, there you have it, folks. A beautiful gatefold. Ready to pop into the journal. And I am so excited about it. I think it looks beautiful. Oh, wow. Doesn't that look awesome? Yes, it does. Now, when it's mounted down to a page, you just slide that off and open it up, and you've got your goodies. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And that's my craft. Subscribe, hit that like button, and come back and see me. I'll see y'all later. Bye.